Wait, what do you want to eat?
Nothing.
Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles.
What?
Chilaquiles. Quiles.
What is it?
It's chilaquiles.
What's up, guys? It's Aaron here with the 4A clan. We have a Daya here. My little Adonis. Little goofballs. Like he pops a smirk every time. Hey, Papa. Oh, you too. Okay, guys. So Alani and I are gonna be having a mukbang, and basically we'll just be talking about what to expect while you're in Disneyland. We're gonna make chilaquiles. You hear Don's in the back. We're gonna be making chilaquiles. Basically, what it is, it's a really simple Hispanic. I'm gonna say Hispanic because I'm pretty sure other countries in South America have it as well, not just Mexico. But it's a really simple breakfast. Basically, what it is you make some green salsa, just with some tomatillos and some green chilies or some jalapenos of your desire, and then you just fry some tortilla strips, and then put some of the green salsa on top, and then you just put some eggs, hard-boiled eggs or scrambled, just whatever you prefer, along with some cheese, some sour cream. Just the toppings are kind of your preference, but yeah, that's what we'll be eating today for our mukbang. But she's currently at the store getting some ingredients, some queso fresco to be exact, and some other stuff. And so I'm just gonna make my sister a bomb grilled cheese sandwich until she returns. So yeah, I'll see you guys. So Alani has got here. Say hi, good.
Hi.
And so what the first thing you do? Alright, well, first things first. Let me tell you guys something. I don't know how much of ingredients to be exact. Like, I don't know how to do it with teaspoons, stuff like that, because first of all, this ain't no cooking show. Second of all, I was always taught to cook with tanteo, so I mean just pour some, give it a little try, so I don't really know exact measurements, so I can't really say that this is a cooking tutorial because it's good. Anyways, first things first is you just want to get your tomatillos ready, which are the green tomatoes right here, and some chiles, some jalapenos. Kind of depends on how much how hot you want it to be.
Did you put a lot?
No, I put 5 just because my sister's gonna be eating some. Yeah, anyways, then you're gonna want to fill it up, put it in a nice little, what are these called? Pots. And fill it up with water. Oh, clean them first, then fill it up with water, give it a nice little boil, and then yeah, we'll be back when that happens.
It's not gonna be hot. All the things, because look, if this hot water gets on that thing, it's gonna crack.
Okay, guys, so once you guys have actually boiled it for like 5 minutes, so once the boiling process starts, the water's actually boiling, let it boil for like 5 minutes, then you want to dump all the water out.
Oh, the chili. It's gonna fall.
She's a noob, by the way.
I'm a what?
A noob. That means like no sabes,
Shut up. All of it?
Pretty much. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, so after you boil them, you want to fill it up with even more water and then boil them again for like 5 more minutes. And then you're gonna want to blend it with the same water that you boiled it with. Some 2 garlic heads, decent size, and a little bit of cilantro. Blend it. You just want to put some oil in the same pot and then dump it in there. Put a little more water, and then you want to put some of this, some Nor Suiza, and then just let it, kind of sit on there for a little bit, and then thereafter it'll be done pretty much shortly. Hi, Daya. And then we got Adonis over here eating his fist.
Make it look awesome.
Woohoo!
You made it, puppy. Let's lift you up.
Woo!
Ooh, you stink.
Here's some chilaquiles. Alani already smashed up her egg. She's smashing up her queso fresco. But so we're gonna be having our mukbang, and the theme for today's mukbang is gonna be what was it gonna be again? Oh yeah,
Mexican breakfast.
no. What to expect at Disneyland, California. Well, mostly Disneyland, but California in general for some things with twins. So yeah. Okay, guys. So like I said, it's gonna be our mukbang. Truthfully, I don't know how to do this. I just watched a few, but we got a few recommendations to do one. Even my little sister told me to do one. So here we are. It feels kind of awkward eating and talking, but so what to expect at Disneyland or with newborns, and for us, twins. First things first, I feel like, so we live in Utah, you know? I'm talking about Utah because this is what we're used to. This is where we had our kids, this is where we're growing up. People here are more like, so to start off, everybody here has kids in Utah, you know, that's common. And everybody here has
this state is very family oriented.
Yeah.
So they're very baby and kid friendly.
Yep, that's what I was trying to say. Because here, everybody has kids, and everybody has
like
a lot of kids.
30 kids.
So when you go out to places, whenever you have kids and they hear them crying, or whenever you have to feed them, specifically breastfeed them, they don't really care as much. They do make faces here, I'm not going to lie, just because everywhere you always find those people. But in comparison to when we went to Disneyland, here it's so much more friendlier.
Wow, look at my tan.
Well, we were over there whenever we would go somewhere. I feel like people would give us a lot of stares, even though we were at Disneyland. It was kind of crazy because like there's a lot of kids there and stuff. And I don't know if it was just because we had twins, or because we looked so young, or because they looked so young. I don't really know what it was, but we would get a lot of stares. But along with that, I'm not gonna say it was everybody. That was a fail. I'm not gonna say it was everybody because we did get a lot of compliments as well. But yeah, I feel like that's the biggest thing, is definitely expect for people to kind of give you faces, tell you things, and just kind of be no, yeah, actually, yeah, kind of be like rude about it, honestly.
Like that or more?
Just toss that in there. Kind of rude about it, honestly.
Do you want more or no? Yeah, like, I feel like the only time I've ever had a dirty stare while breastfeeding one of the twins was at our amusement park. That was like the week before we left for California. And I think that's the only place, but like over there, everywhere, people would make faces. And like, we also took my nephew, my sister's son, and like, he whines a lot if he's like not being breastfed. He's still breastfed, so he still whines for it. And like, everybody would just stare at him and like give him like the freaking stank eye or whatever. And we're just like, wow, like people really aren't like baby friendly here.
And it's crazy because we were in Disneyland. That's what like gets me the most, is like,
it's like a land for all the kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, you would think that they'd be a lot more, how would I say?
Family friendly, kid friendly, kid prone, you know, everything. Along with that, I think one of the biggest things you have to expect is your kids' habits are gonna change. You know, like before going on this trip, like we were gone for 11 days, you know? And before that, the longest they had been out, like from being home, was a whole day, and that's when we went to Lagoon, you know? And they were really good at Lagoon, but like I said, that's going from like being gone all day, being at an amusement park, to being gone 11 days on a vacation.
Out of state, like,
you know?
and then we were going like everywhere. It's not like we were staying in one place
Yeah.
at a time. So they were like having to get used to all the different types of environments.
Which I have to give them really big props because they were amazing the whole trip. They really were. But like I said, their habits are gonna change for sure. Like the boys usually here at home, they were used to eating every 3 hours, give or take, even if they would only eat like 2 ounces. But every 3 hours for sure, they would beg for some boob or for a little bit of bottle, you know, for sure. When we went over there, they would go maybe 5 to 6 hours. Of course, they would guzzle it down, but like they would definitely like just kind of wait a little longer to eat.
They slept longer.
Yeah, they slept a lot longer. The whole car ride, everywhere we would go, they slept like the whole time. And like the crazy thing was like sometimes like traffic in LA is crazy. That's also something to expect. Like be cautious of that. Like if your boys or girls or babies aren't good in car seats, like maybe like plan your routes or something, because the traffic there gets crazy. Like just to go to some places, we would wait like an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, you know. But they were really good through that. But yeah, that's definitely another thing to expect, is their habit changes and the traffic there. Be cautious for that, because wow, it's crazy. If you don't plan your trip correctly, like those traffic times could kill you, honestly. Another thing is like here, like whenever you go places, like they have changing tables everywhere.
Oh yeah.
You know, everywhere, for in the guys' restroom and the girls' restroom, and they have family restrooms. You know. And that's something that we're used to. Like, if she's not there, I don't mind, because I'll just take the stroller, roll it into the guy's restroom, and change it myself. Or if I'm not there, obviously she could do it. Or if we're both there, sometimes we'll just go into the family restroom, you know?
And make it quicker so we each get one baby.
But there, it was crazy. I was not able to change one. I was not able to go and change them myself until we got to San Francisco. That's where I found the first male, whatchamacallit? Changing table. And there was a few family restrooms in Disneyland, but I think it was like maybe one or two that we found. Maybe one or two.
And then we went to California Adventure. On like the app, it has like a little map where it can show you like changing tables or like where to change your baby, because they have like baby centers. So keep in mind that we're at California Adventure. And then I look it up, and it tells me to go all the way into Disneyland. And so I was like, well, how the heck am I going to go in there just to use their bathroom that has a changing table? And so we just ended up changing them like
on a bench.
But we were like covering them, but still everybody was just staring at us. And so we were like, oh. And, like, I get that it's bad to like change it in front of everybody, but I mean, you gotta understand that like we can't just
leave them
not
all
change
day.
them or leave them, yeah.
And I mean, like I said, like we're from Utah, like here, like yeah, people look at you, but they don't like look at you like that bad, or not that many people look at you, but literally everybody was staring at us over there, everybody. And then, but yeah, it was crazy. And even when I found that like male changing restroom, like there was people giving me like hella looks, like hella, and I was like, and I don't understand why. Like I don't know if it was just because of the room that I took up, because like our stroller takes up a great amount of room. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I mean like, I don't know, guy to guy, like if I would have seen another guy doing that, for sure I would have given him props, you know, because there's not a lot of people that would do that. And I don't know, it's just crazy to me how like there's not a lot of changing tables, and how people like really look at you weird when there is one. Besides that, something else to expect is like, see, like we.
Oh yeah. Also, when you're getting on like the little bus to like head over there or head back, you can't even have your stroller open. You have to take out the babies, put away the stroller, and then go in. That's what I feel like is so inconvenient.
Oh,
the bus to go.
You know, but they call it something just for, you know, people who are going there.
The shuttle?
The shuttles, yeah. Yeah, that was really inconvenient, especially when you have twins, you know. Another big inconvenience was like
the heat.
That was definitely for sure. Well, what to expect for sure is your kids are gonna get hot, you know. Like us as adults, or we're not even adults yet, but you know, the older
It's just
people,
parents.
we get hot, you know. But like babies, they get even hotter. Truthfully, they do. So like definitely for sure you're gonna want to pack extra outfits, not just because of the sweat, but they're like letting out more urine, and you know they're more accident prone, and like you know you're gonna want to for sure pack a lot of diapers for sure. Like we packed, I don't know, I want to say like 100 at least, and we came back with like 15. Seriously, 15, maybe less, huh?
Yeah, because they were like super hydrated.
And we bought like
so they were
we
peeing
took
and
3
peeing and
packs of
peeing.
wipies, and we bought 3 more. We only came back with 1.
And that's only because we stopped at
A Target
was
in
it?
San Jose.
yeah, in San Jose we stopped at Target and bought 4 more. So we still came back with only 1.
Yeah, and then yeah, so for sure you want extra outfits for sure, and you want something kind of like loose fitting, you know, kind
And
of
thin.
and you also want like something to wet them. Sunscreen for sure. Something to wet them. Like I bought like, well, I didn't buy
Right
them.
there.
Her mom bought them. There are some Disneyland fans, and then you could spray them. They loved it. Like we just tied them onto their car seat. They just faced them the whole time, and we would just spray them every once in a while.
And then
But-
keep the fan on so they could feel like a little breeze.
But I gotta say, these things are expensive. $20.
And they break.
And we had to buy 2 of them, like 2 sets of them, because they broke.
Yeah, so at Disneyland, it
was
like towards the end of the day, it was already breaking. So when we go to California Adventure, we had to go get a new one.
Yeah, and then even now they don't even work no more. Like the fan doesn't work, which is crazy. Cause when I went there, I remember I went there as a kid, and we still have that one, and that one works. So I don't know if they're making it like more cheap or I don't know, but it was crazy. What else to expect is like their habits changed a lot. So I'm going back to that, but like when we were at Disneyland, I feel like they ate a lot more than we were out of there, just because it was so hot. So like they were letting out their whatever they would eat a lot sooner. This is a generalization. Our boys really weren't fussy, but I did see a lot of babies that did get fussy. Obviously, for you know you're waiting in line, the heat, all that stuff. So definitely expect you know their fussiness to change. Our boys were pretty calm the whole time. Another thing to expect, guys, the price of things. Everything in Disneyland is so expensive. And if you got kids, like a little bit older than our kids, it gets even more expensive, right? Food there is crazy prices. And some of it is like not even bomb. Honestly, like you'd think that for the price that it costs.
Let it be like some good food.
So like a recommendation, take a lot of snacks. Because they let you take snacks in there, and they let you take waters in there. Juices, liquids, you know? Definitely take some of those because, wow, like the price of things is expensive. Like water bottles are like $5 in some places. And it's crazy. Because like for $5 you can buy a pack. Or at least you're in Utah, you can buy a pack. And then like, so definitely take like a lot of waters. And when it's time to eat, well, just a recommendation. If you guys are big ballers, then go ahead and spend your money there. But personally, we're not. So
Then when it's time to eat, leave.
go somewhere because you can go in and out, you know, as much as you want. And so like just go and eat somewhere, then come back. You know, let your kids relax a little bit and go back. Plan ahead, guys. Definitely plan ahead. Yeah. Big thing is like, you know, we went with a big group, like our family, and like there's not a lot of like family orientated rides. So like we wanted to go on like as much possible rides that the boys could go on and like we could all go on, and there wasn't a lot. There was a few, and they were fun, but there wasn't a lot. So like definitely like expect that like there will be times where like you have to either make a sacrifice and not go on, or you have to figure something out, you know. That's definitely something you have to plan ahead for, and you have to expect for that, because like there was times where like we got the fast pass and like we were like ready to go on the ride, and they're like, oh sorry, they can't come along. And so like either I would have to stay back or Grandpa would stay back. You know, somebody would stay back. So it's definitely something to expect. Also, something to expect is like going back to this. I can't get over it. But like, you got a stroller, right? You know, people are like, you know, you'd think people would be cautious, but they don't care. Like they'll like literally like almost run over you and like you know, just keep running. You know, almost like flip over the stroller, and it's kind of scary because we got twins and stuff. You know, like one's facing one way, one's facing the other way, and so it's like you gotta kind of like watch both of them and stuff. But they don't care. Like they'll bump into you. Like they don't care. So that's definitely something to expect. Like I don't know. One of the biggest things, guys.
Oh, welcome, Adaya.
Oh, yeah, welcome, Adaya. So wait lines can get crazy, you know. And like you never really know when it's gonna be crowded because you know like even Disneyland gets that wrong. Like there's like a lot of, I would call them conspiracies that say like weekends are less busy or weekdays or whatever. We were told by a few employees that weekends are actually the less busy days. If someone wants to give that a try and let us know, that'd be great. But they say weekends are the less busy days just because everyone thinks like, oh, let's go on weekdays because
it's gonna be a lot less crowded.
So everyone thinks that, and then everybody goes on weekdays, so that makes weekends less busy. Point is like, there's always gonna be like, it's always gonna be crowded. It's Disneyland. There will always be people. You know, there will never not be people there. The point is that there's gonna be long lines, and when you got kiddos, like, there's like not a lot of places. Like, there's a lot of attractions that don't got a lot of shade, or that don't got mist. So
or
like,
don't even have anywhere to sit.
Yeah, so like it's definitely hard to stand in line with them. So what we would do is we would either like some of us, whoever it was, one of our party would sit down somewhere in the shade, on a bench, whatever, with the babies. And then once we got closer, it was kind of rude, but at the same time, you know, they kind of, like I said, for the babies. Well, once we got closer, then the babies would join along. But definitely keep that in mind because there's not like a lot of shady places and stuff. But I remember you can see my dog right there trying to eat. What to expect?
I would probably say like a lot of people, like their attitudes towards us, like saving a spot for someone.
Oh yeah.
Like even though it's really like it's rude on our behalf to do that, but also like you have to understand that like sometimes like I don't know. I feel like our parents or like my parents like didn't want to stand for that long. I mean they're like getting old already anyways. So they didn't want to stand, so we'd be in line. When we get close, we'd call them. Like everybody would just be like throwing like faces.
But
then
if they did it,
yeah. But then people are doing it to us, and they were just like going in front of us. Or there was like this one group that would go like, so we were all going in. We were going on like a water ride, and you go
us,
around.
Right? And it was like a curve, right? So like when we took that curve, we kind of took it closer to the fence. And they went like on this side of us.
They went on the side of us, and then they were
like, got
getting in front of us. We were like, what the heck?
And they kept like trying to get in front of people like that. And so finally,
well, they had gotten in front of a lot of people because they were in the very back. And all of a sudden, they appear right behind us, and everybody's just like, what the heck? Like, how the hell did they get over here?
I don't know, guys. Disneyland's crazy. The vibes can be great, but they can also be really negative. Just
also with like a lot of the characters, some of them can be super rude.
Oh yeah.
Bless you,
Oh,
Poppy.
I covered him.
Bless you, Poppy.
I don't know, guys. Like I said, like Disneyland can go two of both ways. But definitely just always expect the unexpected, especially when you got little ones. In a way, plan for the worst. But I don't know. This was definitely might be an awkward video just because it's our first mukbang, I know it was our first video talking about what to expect. So, it might be a little awkward, but I think that's gonna conclude this video. As always, guys, if you guys have more questions, more comments, let us know either down below in our comment section, email us,
or social media,
Instagram us, Snapchat us. You know, you guys know all of the following. If not, it's in the description as always. But yeah, guys, we love you all, definitely do. And as always, like this video, comment down below, share this video, share his beautiful face.
Adaya. Bring it closer so you can see him.
And subscribe to our channel if you're new. If you're here already, you know, we love having you guys. We love having all of you newcomers as well.
Puppy.
We're glad that you guys join our family and our journey. We're glad that you guys joined them. And, you know, give us some feedback as always. We love you guys. We love hearing what you guys have to say. But that's all I got to say for now. I'll see you guys next time. I don't know what Alani's going to say.
Yes, thanks so all. What? So I said that like all mixed up. So thanks to all you guys. We really appreciate everything. Like we really do. And yeah, well, we can't wait to show you guys more videos. And then, well, yeah, just subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends to come subscribe. We're gonna be posting a lot more videos. Like it's not just going to be about the babies, but most of it will be. So thanks.
As always, guys, you know, we're always welcome to video recommendations, you know.
Yes.
But
just want to say thanks. We love you all. And we'll see you guys next time. Say hi, Adaya. I'm gonna say bye.